Hello guys! My god, it's probably been, I don't know, an entire year since I last put a video on YouTube. Shame on me! But, I don't know, the last year was so busy for me, I just literally had no time at all to sit down and film any video. But now I'm back with still not that much time. But I thought I'd just try and do a vlog for once, because that's, I don't know, it seems just more chill. I can sit down and film random snippets here and there without having to like talk to a camera for 30 minutes and then edit a half an hour video. So I just thought, why not try a vlog? I mean, it's really just random, to be honest. I'm gonna do some reading during the next couple of days, and I just thought, well, why not share them? So, what I'm going to do for this first clip today's the 28th of March, so it's probably gonna be like an April reading vlog, because right now I'm still finishing Dance with Dragons, which is book number 5 in the Game of Thrones series, and it's taking me forever, but I'm on the last 100 pages now, and I think I'll be able to finish this today or tomorrow at the latest. So after that I'm gonna start with my new pilot TBR, which I'm going to show you now, so you know what I'm gonna be reading in this vlog. The first book I want to pick up after I finish the Game of Thrones is Margaret Atwood's Handmaid's Tale. Now this is the German copy of it. It's called Der Report der Magd. Usually I don't like reading translations, but this one I borrowed from a friend. As you can see, she has wildly annotated it, and I do find it very interesting to see other people's annotations, and I'm probably going to discuss this with her too, so I thought, well, this one time why not just read the German translation. I don't know much about this book at all, only that my friend said that I have to read it and that I'm probably not going to be able to put it down. So I'm very excited, and after having read this, it seems like such a tiny book, so I'm hoping I'll just be flying through this. The next book I want to pick up is Eidechsenkind by Vincenzo Dodisco. This is a Swiss author, and this book has been on the shortlist for the Switzerland's Literature Prize. It didn't win though, but it still sounded very interesting to me. If I remember correctly, it's an immigrant story of a young Italian boy who came to Switzerland during that time a few decades ago when lots of Italian families moved to Switzerland for work. So it sounded really nice, and I'm interested to get to know a new Swiss author, as honestly I don't know that many, even though there are a few good ones, so I'm very excited for this. It is a library book, so I will have to read it soon, otherwise I'll have to give it back before I read it, which would be a pity, because the waiting list was long. I waited for 4 months to get this book, so I really need to seize the opportunity and read it while I still can. Okay, so it's now lunchtime, and I'm gonna go eat something, and afterwards try to finish this brick of a book so I can finally get started with everything else, and I'll keep you posted once I do. Good morning guys, it is Friday today, just almost 10 a.m. and I just got out of bed. I hope you can't see, wearing no makeup at all or anything. I just wanted to quickly say that I started The Handmaid's Tale yesterday. Very surprisingly, I managed to finish A Dance with Dragons yesterday. That's one of the perks of working for yourself. You can just decide not to go back to work in the afternoon and finish reading your book instead, which is what I did. Anyway, I don't want to talk about A Dance with Dragons because, I don't know, that would be like a 5-hour video. But, as I said, I started The Handmaid's Tale. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm about, I don't know, maybe 40 pages in, and the translation doesn't annoy me, which is good. It seems like, as far as I can tell now, the translator seems to be quite
talented in that it does still feel like a literary text, even though it is a translation. You know, sometimes they can feel a bit technical, but it's fine so far. I'm enjoying it. I do still know almost nothing, I would say. Like, it's still all very mysterious. I have no idea what kind of society that really is, what the main character's status is. I've even forgotten her name. I've only heard it once, so I'm really still a newbie to all of it, but it does seem very interesting and I'm looking forward to reading more. I'm hoping to be able to read a bit more this afternoon. What I'm going to do now is just cook some breakfast, and then I have an appointment with my massage therapist in an hour, which I'm looking forward to, really looking forward to, even though she usually kills me, but it does feel very good. And since I have a rough weekend of training ahead, it's good to get my body prepared for that. So yeah, I'm gonna just cook some breakfast, go to my massage, and then maybe read some more later.
Hey there, I'm back again. It is currently 3 p.m. and I'm out on our lovely terrace. Unfortunately, there's a building site right on the other side of the house. They're rebuilding the entire road, so it might be a little noisy. Sorry if you can't hear me. Anyway, so I've had my massage, which was very, very nice. I've done everything that was on my to-do list. I had another translation to do, which I finished. I packed up everything I need for my training weekend, so here I am. And I've got a lot of time to read now. As I said, it's 3 p.m. I have to leave at 6 for training, so I'm gonna just be reading a little bit here outside on a lovely terrace. And after that, I'm gonna have to maybe watch my TV show. Can't tell you which one because it's my guilty pleasure, so I'll keep you guessing. But anyway, so I'm gonna just go and read some of Margaret Atwood's Handmaid's Tale out on a lovely terrace. Let me just show you around. Usually it would be much greener out here, but since it's only March, we haven't actually been out here that much, so nothing, and it's kind of too cold to plant a lot of things, but let me show you anyway. So this is it, our lovely terrace, and I'm gonna enjoy some lovely reading time now out in the sun. So guys, the Handmaid's Tale. As I said, I've done some reading. It's been, I don't know, maybe 1.5 hours, and I've gotten 80 pages into it, and let me tell you, I am really, really enjoying this. I still haven't found out that much about the society and how it works. The only thing I know is that it's some kind of totalitarian regime after there's been some kind of war, and now for a few years the society has been like that. It's very restrictive, especially concerning like the roles of women in the society. And the main character, whose name I still don't know, maybe it's back here, Desfred is her name. Although that's her new name, I think she used to have a different name. Anyway, so the main character, I have learned a little bit about her. For example, that she is now a handmaid. Although I don't know much about what that means exactly just yet. I only know from the blurb that it's got something to do with her having to bear children. And what I do know about her though is that she used to have some kind of boyfriend or husband, I don't know, who was called Luke. And if I understood the hints correctly, she even had a child with him, who is now not with her anymore, was somehow or for some reason taken from her. So now she's in this household with lots of other servant women of all kinds and types, and I'm just finding out about her daily life, which I do find really interesting. And I like her kind of narration. She does sometimes speak to the audience directly, and I do find that irritating sometimes, but it does work quite well in this case so far. And at some point she said something really interesting about how she wished that what she's telling us wasn't a story, because if it were a story it would have an end and it would be fictional. But she's like, oh, I wish this was just a story that I could end now, but she can't, because the story is her life. So yeah, I am intrigued by both the main character and this world or society, even though I don't know that much yet, but I am excited to find out. However, it's Friday afternoon now. I'm going to training soon. I'm teaching dance class tonight, and then I have a weekend full of dancing workshops, and I will probably, unfortunately, not be able to read at all, like until Sunday night, unless maybe I can do some audiobook listening in the car while I drive. Though I don't have an audiobook that I'm listening to right now. I DNF'd the one I was listening to before, so now I kind of need a new one and haven't found one yet. So I might also just listen to music, because that's sometimes nice too. So yeah, I will probably not talk to you until Sunday, but I will certainly have an update then. See you!
Hi guys, and welcome to my car. It is currently Sunday afternoon, and I just wanted to give you a very quick update. As I said, I didn't do any physical reading during the last 2 days because I just got home from the dancing workshop that I had. By the way, that was, like, I've been Irish dancing for 7 years, I guess, and this has definitely been the best workshop I've ever had. Like, it was absolutely amazing. The instructor was so motivating, very, very, very helpful. So I'm really happy now. But also, I don't think I'll be able to get out of that car because, like, my legs, they hurt so much. So I thought, why not sit for a little while longer and tell you guys about my reading, because my way to the dance studio is a 2-hour drive one way. So I did a lot of driving, and usually I like to listen to audiobooks while I drive. But I think, as I said in the last clip, I didn't have a currently listening audiobook. But I started one because I felt like it. Sometimes, you know, the radio gets boring, so I just randomly scrolled through my Audible wish list and downloaded like the best or first one that jumped my eye. And it is Nevermoor, The Trials of Morgan Crow. I don't remember the name of the author right now, but it is a middle grade fantasy trilogy, I believe. It's the first book. And I haven't like read anything about it before. I just heard about it. Some people compared it to Harry Potter, which made me interested, of course. And I just started it out of a mood, I guess. But
I'm really, really loving it. Like, I'm surprised by how much I love it so far. The main character, Morgan, she's so amazing. She's very... I don't even know what it is. I just love her. She's like witty and funny and just very, very likable. And I fell in love with her like during the first 15 minutes or so of the audiobook. It's really amazing. She's what they call a cursed child, and she was destined to die on a certain day, and around her all of the time bad stuff keeps happening, like car accidents or natural catastrophes or whatever, because she has that curse. But then some person called Jupiter comes and gets her to join a certain society called the Wonder Society, and now she has to complete some kind of trial to try and get into society. That's how far I got in the story so far, and it's very interesting and amazing, and I just wanted to let you know. Anyway, but now I'm at my mom's house and I need to go talk to her before I go home, and then maybe I'll do some physical reading of The Handmaid's Tale on the train.
Hello there and happy Tuesday. Here I am back again. It is currently Tuesday afternoon. It's already almost 4. It's like a 3:45 in the afternoon, and I just got home from uni, so it's not like I have done nothing all day. I've been at uni. I've had a seminar in the morning and an arts history lecture in the afternoon. The lecture was fine, the seminar was boring as always, but never mind. I'm here back at home now to tell you a little bit about my reading that I've done in the last couple of days. I think I last updated you on Sunday. Yeah, in the car. I remember now. So I have done a lot of reading since then. First of all, I have continued The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I am more than halfway through now, like this is page 233, so slightly over a halfway point, and as expected, I am flying through this, because like after having read A Dance with Dragons, which was like over 1,000 pages, this one feels really quick, and also the writing style is it's not simple, but it's nothing compared to George R.R. Martin's writing style, so I am able to read this rather quickly, and also it's in German, so maybe that's giving me a bit more speed as well. And it is quite fast paced, even though not that much is actually happening, but it's very engaging. Like there is, up until now, there has not been a down moment in tension. It's quite gripping from the get-go and remains like that so far, I think. The main character is still a bit mysterious to me, but I think that's kind of the point, and that's also why it is so engaging, because I really want to learn more about her, know more about her. I have gotten little glimpses about her life before all of this happens, and that was very, very interesting, because it makes you, or made me, feel for her much more than I did in the beginning. But obviously I still want to know more, and there's not all that much remaining, so I'm kind of waiting for the big bam now, and I'm hoping I'll be able to finish this probably tomorrow. I've got like 150 pages left. I don't have that much time to read now, because I'm going to be teaching my dance class tonight, but I'll certainly do some reading in bed, and then maybe tomorrow during lunch break, and I'll hopefully finish it then. Okay, on to my audiobook. I am, I don't know, probably about 70% through Nevermoor, The Trials of Morrigan Crow. Still loving it so much. Like, I can see some of the parallels that people have talked about with Harry Potter. It's been probably critiqued for that too, but I I don't know, I love it, and I do think it is unique enough, but I'll probably get into that once I'm done reading it, listening to it. So far, I just really love it. I enjoy Morgan Crow, the character, so much. She's an amazing main character, and it's just really fun to listen to her story. And yeah, as I said, it's almost 4 p.m. now, and I'm going to be teaching tonight, so probably I'm going to use the time in between to do a bit of cooking, so I can actually have some proper dinner before I go teaching. I was going to make a pesto, like a basil pesto. I really, really love that. And that would be a great opportunity to do some more audiobook listening. So yeah, looking forward to that. Maybe I'll be able to finish the audiobook by tomorrow too, because I'm just enjoying it so much, and I want to move on to the next book, so I need to finish book number 1. As I said, I'm probably gonna go cooking now, but before I go, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. I have returned from the city today with 2 new books. I wasn't planning on that, to be honest, but I did put in an order to pick up some books at the bookstore yesterday, because when I quit my job, I got a lot of book vouchers. So I have, I'm not even sure, but more than 100 Swiss francs worth of book vouchers, which you can only use in the store, so you can't use them for online purchases. So now I'm ordering all my books to the store to get them there in order to be able to pay with the vouchers. The book I got today is Böse Delfine by Julia Kohli. The title, in case you don't know any German, means as much as nasty dolphins. Probably could have guessed the dolphins, right? And there's little fish on the cover as well. It's really funny that I got this book. It just came out, and the reason I got it is because Julia Kohli is actually a friend of mine. She studies with me, and I totally didn't know she was publishing a book, but she did, and here it is. And I just really want to read it. It won some kind of prize. It was like a prize for the best unpublished debut manuscript. She won that, and like the book being published is the prize for having won this prize. So that's really amazing. It only came out last week, and it does sound great. It's a story of a girl who works at a tiny bookstore at Zurich airport, and it's just her views on life and on society, I guess. And it does sound really funny, like a little bit cynical maybe, but I do hope this is going to be funny and entertaining. And I'm just really excited to see how she writes. So I couldn't help but get this book, and I really want to read it soon. So, and then the second book I really unexpectedly came home with today is Libordugo's Crooked Kingdom. This is the second book in the duology that starts with Six Crows, which I haven't read. So I haven't even read anything from the Grisha Wars, I guess it's called. I haven't read anything by Libordugo at all. The reason why I randomly picked up this book is because there's this free book exchange at my university, and I just, as a book lover, I just can't help to always have a look at the books that are there. Sometimes I bring some of my old books which are on hold, and I almost always walk home with one. It's rare to find English books there though, so when I do, I just have to get them. And Libordugo is an author that I wanted to dive into anyway, so now that I have book 2 of a duology, I will just have to read book 1, Six Crows, pretty soon, because I really want to read this. It's so, it's a used book, and it's obviously a used book, but I love that. It's, the pages down here are a bit curvy. I don't know if they got wet or something, but this book has been used and loved, and I'm just looking forward to using it and loving it myself. But I'll have to read Six Crow first, I guess. Okay, so I just unexpectedly walked home with these 2 books today. Shame on me. But anyway, I'm gonna do some cooking now, get some dinner ready so I can go teaching after that. And yeah, I'll do some audiobook listening while I do that. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'll update you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is Friday morning, just 10 a.m. I'm just hot out of the shower, as you can probably see. I haven't updated in a few days. I did film a little clip yesterday, but for some reason the audio failed, so it was just a video file without my words, so I thought that's kind of not the point. So here I am with another clip, and I'm actually going to wrap up this vlog with this one. I was planning to have this vlog span a lot longer time period, but I started editing the clips I already had, and they already are half an hour long, so I thought I probably shouldn't make this any longer. So here I am trying to wrap up this vlog, and I have finished both of my books. So I finished Nevermoor and The Handmaid's Tale. I finished The Handmaid's Tale yesterday night and Nevermoor the day before, so I'll start with Nevermoor. First and only thing I want to say right now is that I gave it 5 stars. I absolutely adored it. It's so nice and cool and good and interesting, and I just loved it. And I've already started listening to the second book in the series, which is titled Wondersmith. Yeah, so I really fell in love with Nevermoor. It is definitely a 5-star middle grade book, so it is a middle grade book, but I still enjoyed it so much as an adult. Morgan is so witty and funny and amazing and flawed, and she's the perfect main character. I just, not in the sense that she's perfect, but she's the kind of character that I love the most and that I really want to go back to and hear more about. So yeah, Morgan Crow, Nevermoor, loved it so much, and I'm already into the second book, as I said. I'm really excited for that. And then The Handmaid's Tale. I finished this yesterday night, as I said. I'm not sure about the rating yet that I'm going to give this book. It's probably going to be around 4 stars. I liked it. Well, I enjoyed it, but I'm not sure if enjoy is the right word for this book, because it hurts to read this book in a good way, but it hurts. It is heavily feminist, I would say, in a good way, but it still hurts. Like, the situation that the main character of Fred is in is just so horrible, and I couldn't even imagine living the kind of life that she's living in this book. So it is a hurtful book, but also a really good one. It's one that makes you angry and makes you want to do something, and certainly re-empowered my feminist views. I did enjoy myself while I was reading it. It is very, as I already said, it's very gripping, and the main character, she's very interesting and kind of mysterious, and that is also the one critique I have for this book at the moment. I haven't really thought it through yet, but the one critique that I do have is that it just leaves open so many questions. So in the end, you do get some answers, but you don't get many of the answers you want. Like, you don't know anything really, and the world building in here it is quite sparse, I would say, in a good way. Like, it doesn't need to have everything explained, but still there's a lot of things that you just don't know in the end, and that is, the ending itself is ambiguous, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. It didn't take the book down for me. I still think it's a very solid and strong book, but I would have liked some more answers than the answers I got. That was it for The Handmaid's Tale. I'm going to return it to my friend now, and I'm also going to wrap up this vlog. I really hope you enjoyed. As I said, it's my first vlog ever and my first video in over a year. But I do like it, it was fun, and I think I'm just gonna do another vlog and see how that goes. Bye bye!